armor is damaged.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Bringer of War, and this is probably the most bizarre game I've ever played in World of Tanks. Now the question that's probably already going through your mind is, well, why the hell did you start the game at this point in the replay? Well, I didn't. This is the beginning of the replay for me, because my brother and my brother's back there in the AMX-13 F3, Tier 6 French Arty, and I'm driving my AT8, Tier 6 British TD, loaded up, launched, wound up with this Tier 6 max game on Redshire, and then the game promptly crashed for both of us. And I'm not sure it was only for us, given the way this Fury's sitting there, the Grant looks like he was sitting there as well, and given the way this team and this game has played out thus far, I'm not sure it was only us that crashed. But we know for certain, we both had a game crash, we both rebooted World of Tanks, got in, and this is where we were in the game. And let me just get it playing. And I'm thinking, oh my god, what is going on here? And I don't know, the chat from the last 5 minutes pops up for some reason as well. And I just think, okay, let me just turn around and start shooting at this guy. It's the best I can do, get some damage. I have no idea what's going on in this game. My brother was just taken out by, I believe, enemy artillery. And, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I figure best I can do is get a couple shots into this Type 58, at least try to stop him from killing the Fury, but I don't succeed in that. But I do, well, bounce a couple shots on the Type 58 in the process, and then wiggling back and forth to try to avoid shots from Arty. There we go, finally finish him off, and I'm thinking, well, 4-10, I don't think we're winning this game. Our team just got another kill, 5-10, but still, this looks terrible. I don't know, maybe I'll try to get some shots at this Tog, and that's the best I can do here. So I turn around, and my thanks go out to this Tog. Thank you so much. He just fed me the damage. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm just going to let you sit here and watch this.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit.
Isn't this amazing?
Enemy armor is hit.
I don't know what he was doing.
Penetration.
I'm not sure what he's looking at. There's nobody to my left.
Damage them.
Maybe he thinks I'm over to the left for some reason.
Enemy armor is damaged. Crack.
But now I'm starting to take shots to my right, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's not a big problem. It's just Chi-He. And then I take a hit from the Nashorn, who is one of the most dangerous guns at Tier 6. So I get into this position, which, just to show you here, this is always a good idea when you're driving the British AT line. Hiding that cupola behind some cover, some hard cover. That's one of your biggest weak spots, so anything you can do to put that behind some cover and hide that can always help with this tank. So, as you can see, the shots are no longer effective from the enemies. I do get hit by artillery, but he really just tracks me. And my radio has been damaged, and my radio man has been taken out, but those aren't big issues.
Let's go. Target acquired.
And so the game's looking even worse at this point.
Enemy armor is damaged.
We are now facing 8 enemies,
Enemy is hit.
and there are only 3 people left on our team, including myself. And clearly, there is at least one person on the cap, and because I'm actually out of radio range, I can't see where our KV-1, who has 3 kills, I can't see where he is exactly. He's clearly he's on the map somewhere behind the cap, but I can't see exactly where he's gone. And at this point, I'm just hoping to spot the Chi-He, and I could have been a bit more decisive here and headed for the cap immediately, but I'm still worried about that Nashorn out there. And unfortunately, the enemy team just took out our KV-1, however our Matilda took out their VK3601H. But it's now 2 against 6, including 3 enemy artillery. And our Matilda's pulling back, taking hits. Clearly there's someone still on the cap. Again, still looking for the Chi-He, just to finish him off, get him out of the way, but I can't see him. And I realize, okay, well, I don't have many options here. The only choice really is to go forward, see what I can see. And initially I'm going to the right here, thinking again, maybe I can spot the Chi-He, possibly even the Nashorn, who on the map has been indicated, well, as you can see down there, he was last seen at E7. But then he's lit up to my left, closer to the cap circle. So I turn to face that direction, but I don't have a shot. He's behind the hill. However, the Chihi pops up.
Acquired.
Missed my first shot, second one doesn't. Take him out. And unfortunately, our Matilda gets taken out. And as you can see there, he's pretty upset that I didn't hit the Nashorn, but as you can see, he was between, there was a hill between us and I think a rock up there as well, so I really couldn't see him. So the enemy team is capping. I'm just thinking, well, maybe I can possibly claw my way up there. This is a very slow tank indeed. And I'm hoping to just drag myself up there and possibly get a reset, but I know that once that happens, I'm probably going to be hit by all 3 artillery at once. So let me speed this up. There's a debate about why I didn't shoot this Nashorn. Coming over the top, and there he is. There's the Nashorn. Get a shot into him. He's looking for my weak spot. Looks like he gets it. Take him out. He's the bigger threat. Now I focus down this Matilda Black Prince. And artillery's already starting to take shots at me. We have this nice Matilda cheering me on. I decided to just go in for the ram. Doesn't really work when you're only going 7 kilometers an hour, but worth a shot. And now I figure, well, I've taken out the immediate threats, but I'm a dead man. There's no way in hell I am making it out of this cap circle alive. But quite a few miracles are going on here. Every artillery shot is just damaging my tracks or missing me ever so slightly. So I'm dragging myself up this hill, trying to get to the other side where I believe I'd be already safe. And what you just saw there was pretty much what an artillery barrage looks like in World of Tanks. 3 artillery firing at you one after another, and especially particularly the Birch gun and the Leaf, the Tier 5 French premium artillery, have a very fast rate of fire. So they're both firing every 5 to 10 seconds. I'm not sure exactly what their reloads are, but and so at this point, I'm going to speed this up a little bit again. I'm just sitting in the cap circle hoping to lure them out. And I'm facing this way thinking the Birch gun is going to come, or not the Birch gun, any of them are going to come from this direction, giving away a bit of the future here. But it's the Birch gun comes from the other direction, so I run for my life. But clearly, and thankfully, he shoots clean over me. So I get very lucky once again. Speed this up a little bit more. This is not a fast tank, but I'm trying to evade more fire. And here's where I'm being a bit indecisive, and this is why I want to speed this up. I'm thinking that possibly I can go check out A1, A2, see if there are any artillery left there, though in retrospect, I really should have realized that the shots were not coming from that direction. But I turn around because now probably the Birch gun is on the cap, and I have to reset that. I decided I'm not going to accept being capped out in this game. The least I can do is push for a draw. So, as you can see in chat, I'm sharing the very slow speed of this tank. But then the Leaf is spotted to my left, and I take a shot at him, but no luck. Hits the rock. And this is not a very maneuverable tank, so this can easily become a very boring game of Ring Around the Rosie. I'm trying to goad him into taking a shot. Then, the Birch gun is spotted behind me. And once again, I think, oh my god, get out of the way! Run for your life. And another miracle. Somehow, he doesn't even damage my track. It just bounces off my left side. And so I'm trying to slowly turn around here and confront them head on. And I haven't been keeping track of the kills. At this point, I'm already up to 5 kills, and I'm thinking that best I can do here is get a draw, given that in the counter mode it takes much longer to cap, and that, you know, I could possibly get a draw and possibly even a top gun. But We have to wait to see how that pans out. And again, another miracle, the birch gun only hits my tracks. That was a tense couple seconds though, because I was concerned that he could possibly, he's not a very fast tank either, but that he could swing behind me, and the Leaf could swing behind me. But then the birch gun does decide to move, and he's going down on the right side there. So I'm looking for a shot on him, nothing yet. This M37 isn't very confident in my abilities to draw this game or to win it. But we're now down to 50 seconds, and there is no way they can cap in that amount of time. And again, another shot just goes right in my front and does nothing. And I'm actually starting to run low on shells here, at least regular armor penetrating shells. Get a shot in on the birch gun, looking to finish him off, but then the Leaf is spotted to my left. Get a shot into him, but he pulls back behind cover. Get another shot that tracks me, but thankfully does very little damage. And the birch gun is trying to make a run to my right, but again misses, shooting clean over me. And I finish him off, getting a top gun. There's now only 10 seconds left on the clock. I get hit again, but only for minor damage. And 3, 2, 1, draw. And as you may have guessed, I got the name for this video from this last phase of the battle, when it was really just like a couple of old people trying to slowly move around and wrestle each other. This was a very odd battle between a non-turreted tank and a couple of artillery players who equally don't have a lot of mobility and don't have a lot of gun traverse, and have very limited options as to how they can try to take me out. And the armor held up on this tank. The gun, thankfully, have a good rate of fire, and I don't have a good crew on this, so I was scared at a couple points that when they tracked me, they'd be able to get around me. But thankfully, that didn't turn out to be the case. And in the end, I wound up with just barely achieving a top gun, taking out that birch gun. He basically fed me that top gun by making a run for it, and not the best result, but we did achieve a draw. It's better than a defeat, and we'll see how I did in the post-game stats. So as I've already pointed out, I did earn a top gun, but I also earned a high caliber, and this is no surprise given how many artillery hits I took, as well as the armor of this tank. I also earned a steel wall, and as you can see, this was my Ace Mastery badge for the AT8. And in this game, I did just under 3,900 damage, and that's a result I'm very pleased with. This gun has an amazing rate of fire, but has a very low alpha per shot, so you really have to keep firing, keep hitting the enemies, and admittedly, a lot of that damage did come from that Tog, who equally may have crashed as I did. And as you can see there, I also made a rather nice profit in this game. The end result, of course, is a draw. Everyone would prefer a victory. A draw is much better than a defeat, and so I'll take it. And so I hope you enjoyed this replay. I know that it was very tense and kind of weird at the time, given the beginning, but it was fun to play through. And if you did enjoy it, please comment, rate, and subscribe. It will really help me to get my channel off the ground, and I'd really appreciate it. And I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next time.